Baltic Centre of Contemporary Art is an international centre of contemporary art located on the south bank of the River Tyne alongside the Gateshead Millennium Bridge in Gateshead, Tyne and Wear. We're very pleased to present What's On for 2016. Despite the Baltic Contemporary Art Centre only opening its doors in 2002, the Baltic itself started its life in the 1930s as a flour mill. But as records show, the River Tyne has housed many developments dating back to 1066 on its banks. Not only are we celebrating the architectural delights of the Baltic itself, but also the many other buildings and industrial designs that have housed themselves on the banks for many centuries. Team Cadmium, which is an international team of interior designers, photographers and illustrators from the UK and India, have collaborated to bring together this exciting new and permanent display of the history that surrounds the Baltic and the River Tyne. The building that we see today is very much down to the work of Dominic Williams of Ellis Williams Architect, who won an architectural design competition managed by the RIBA. And after 10 years in the planning and a capital investment of £50 million, this is the outcome. As part of Team Cadmium's brief, it was important that they understood from the offset what the Baltic meant, not only to the regional viewers, but also to the international visitors that came. Inside the Baltic was equally as important as what the environment was that surrounded the Baltic. And it is important to recognise the architectural delights that have sprung up around this contemporary art centre. In beginning this project, Team Cadmium looked at the spaces within the Baltic, but it was quite clear that the Baltic itself had utilised as many spaces as possible, except one, and here we have that vision today. From the offset in the early concept drawings, the team brought together this idea of the Tyne being the life source and the main inspiration for what was and what will be to come in this architectural oasis. Staying true to its contemporary nature, the Baltic and the team discussed endlessly how we would house a historical gallery, maintaining though the futuristic and contemporary feel that is very much the Baltic today. History is the main root of this new permanent exhibition space. However, contemporary and fresh was very much part of what the team wanted to maintain so that this would fit very comfortably within the Baltic interior. Water would link both the new extension to the existing Baltic, and here we can see the two merged side by side as the viewer looks through, in and around the new and fresh contemporary space. We are now in 2016 very excited to be introducing this new space to our visitors. We hope that it will be an experience that will be treasured and also very intellectually stimulating. Team Cadmium also considered how the movement of the visitors would utilise the space available within the new exhibition. Here we have the interior designers working tirelessly on the movement within the walls and the floor to ensure a fully interactive experience. This is now a new phase in the Baltic history, and what we look forward to is inviting the many millions of customers that come through our door and welcoming them to our history which will grow year on year, and we hope that you'll enjoy the experience.